But unlike Bangkok, where the juntas publicised the names of detainees, the situation in Chiang Mai is murkier. Robert Baird
reports from northern Thailand.
The ambitious project is one of many announced by the junta since seizing power in May and promising to restore happiness to the country. The military government will be hoping businesses will be kept happy with a series of investment in road, rail and port infrastructures beginning next year. But it's the capital, Bangkok, and its main railway station, Hua Lamphong, that will miss out, with the high-speed rail network set to bypass the city completely. Syria's government now admits they've spent years acquiring chemical weapons, a vast collection spread over some 50 sites across the country. But it's not clear what Washington could do about it. The government is quietly monitoring the movement of Syria's chemical weapons, sources say using drones and satellites. But according to some analysts, the weapons are likely spread throughout the country, making a coordinated operation incredibly difficult.
New South Wales Premier Mike Baird. Let's go to our ABC colleague Robert Baird, who is in Melbourne at the French consulate in St Kilda. Robert, that is very much a focal point for Melburnians wanting to pay their respects.
Yes, well, Melburnians and Victorians have definitely shown their solidarity with the French here over the last 48 hours. Yesterday I also went to a church service, a French church service for expatriates and dual nationals, and I spoke to a number of parishioners who were still in shock about the scale of the violence that's taken place. Let's hear what some of them had to say. Police tactical squad ended the 14-hour siege around 7:20 this morning. They had been in a standoff with the man who first confronted them around 5:30 last night, brandishing a knife and making a number of threats. Now, the man was wanted in relation to a stabbing at Seaford, that's just north of where I am now, around 10 o'clock yesterday morning. The Seekers headed overseas as a little-known folk band and made a triumphant homecoming in 1967.
It was just a sea of people, and I think they eventually stopped the traffic down at St Kilda Junction.
Nearly 50 years on, they're back at the Bowl to meet the cast of a new musical about their story.
The pace at which they achieved this incredible level of international fame was completely unprecedented for an Australian group at the time.
Well, the Seekers were Australia's first true international supergroup, and the group is hoping that this musical will bring their music to a new generation of fans. Georgie Girl premieres at Melbourne's Her Majesty's Theatre in December before moving to Sydney next year. Like many humans hitting the big 3-0, Patrick is a little anxious about finding love.
Happy birthday, dear Pat. He's an old man, you know, he's looking probably like a 7-year-old wombat here. He has been introduced to females in the past, but he's never really taken to any of them, so he asked us to develop him a Tinder account. He's a bachelor, so he's up for grabs.
Swipe right for Fat Pat the Wombat. Robert Baird, ABC News, Melbourne.